Well, hello and welcome to my disaster. Anyway, so at the bottom you will see right there, mix for 3 minutes. So important to mix this resin and hardener for 3 minutes because you will find out at the end and you will not be happy. So you can see that I'm mixing here, and obviously I did not mix long enough, but I was experimenting too with this new little flowers that I got in Michael's. So I really just wanted to play around with it and see how it would do. Unfortunately, it didn't come out too well. But you know what? We learn as we go. So what I did here is I wanted to put a clear coat down first. So I mixed my resin again. I didn't mix it long enough. So I put my clear coat down first, and then I used my heat gun to get the bubbles out. So that didn't. I did speed it up here a little bit for you guys. So hopefully it'll go. Um, so you'll see that I put them down. There it goes. I was waiting for the video to catch up to my voice. Anyway, so I'm putting it down. You see I have some bubbles in there. That one was a little bit too full. I need to take some out. So I took some out. So you can always kind of play around with that. And here we go. And I got some resin on my gloves. So the way I get rid of it, and probably other people do too, is always have that alcohol beside me. So I use the alcohol, spray it on in there, it dissolves, and you can wipe your hands off. That way I'm not switching out gloves all the time. Now I'm using the heat gun, trying to get those bubbles out. That's a good heat gun too, by the way. So I found these flowers on Michael's and I wanted to put them in resin. I thought they would make some really nice coasters. So yeah, I have to educate myself a little bit more on this because I'm putting the material. So I put them down. I can see where they're getting into the resin. Looks good. The back, I didn't notice that they had these little clips on the back. So at the same time that I'm putting these down, I'm thinking, what can I put in the back of this resin to cover that up? But anyway, I see that it's producing bubbles. So I'm going to lift it up here in a minute and put it back down, push it around, move it around, which I did really good. There wasn't too many bubbles inside when you flip it over. I think it was like one bubble in each, but still so important to get those bubbles out because it kind of ruins the whole effect that you're looking for. So once I put that down, I waited till the next day. It was nice and hard, looked good on the side. And this is where I really noticed that those little clips were sticking out a lot. I really should have took those off at the beginning. And I don't know if you hear my little kitty in the background. He wants to come in so bad. But it's not good kitties and resin at all. So I decided to put some glitter down. And here's the glitter. I'll put in the name of the glitter in the description below. But I decided maybe I'll put a glitter as a background because it would look pretty when you flip it over. So I mixed up the glitter with the resin and poured more resin on it, which made them even thicker. That's another thing. You don't want these coasters too thicker. It was like super thick. But again, I was just playing around. This is something new idea I had. Ultimately probably didn't come out too well. But again, I learned as I go and I had fun doing it. I think sometimes I'm up there for quite a while in my little art room. My kids said I'm incognito. I have disappeared. So here's where I wanted to put the glitter on the background. And you can see I'm trying to cover up these little metal pieces, which again, I should have took those off before I even started, but I didn't realize they were there until the next day because they kind of stand out. So I'm trying to pile up the glitter on those little areas so it doesn't stand out as much. So I finished up with the glitter and I'm going to use my torch to heat the bubbles, to get those bubbles out of there. Sometimes I use the torch, sometimes I use the heat gun, and sometimes I use both. So it just depends. So here we are the next day. I'm so excited to finally get these out of the mold. It's been a couple days. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. This one came out pretty easy. And then I got to the second one. This made me so sad. So right here you can see where I open it. And this is the direct cause. You see it right there. The direct cause of not mixing that the resin for about 3 minutes. So I was hoping it was just this one. But when I opened up this one, it was the same. It's so sad. And look how thick they are. You can see how thick they are too. They're just too thick. But I was really trying to get that nice look. You see, it would have been so pretty. It's all sticky there.
Up in here.
So but the actual flower looked good itself. There was a bubble. I think there was bubbles in a couple of them. That one came out really cute. Actually, I was just looking for something kind of different. And then, oh, so yeah, they are messed up. And actually, it didn't come out the way that I imagined it. So I'm trying to use a little bit of alcohol again. I use the alcohol in my hands. I was using the alcohol for these areas to wipe them out because I just really wanted to save them. But so what we're going to try to do is, my husband has a sander, so he's going to sand off the top layer, and then I can re-resin it after that, and it should be saved. But again, they're still kind of thick, so I'd like to see how they come out, and they have a little bubble in. So mine was just a little plastic. Thanks for watching.